What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I am Jay. This is Jay's Life Out Loud, a channel about nothing, but it's about something. So what am I thinking about today? What's on my mind while I hit all these bumps? Good morning, to y'all. It is 6:55 a.m. here in Michigan. I'm headed to the gym before the work. But what's on my mind this morning is, it was like really two topics, but the main one was black women. Black women. Boy. And God broke the mold when he made a black woman. I tell you that. God broke the mold when he made a black woman. There is nothing as special as a black woman. Black women have been holding it down since Jesus. It's just, you know, because when I really think back and I think about like coming up and who was really there for you and who really had your back, and I think about my mom. I think about being like 5 or 6, and I would go in her room, lay in her bed while she was, you know, on the phone, and I would put my head on her knee or on her leg, and she would, you know, just be running her hands over my head and on the phone talking, usually to my godmama, Athel, and it's something that stuck with me for years. I remember my grandmother, she was a minister, and I just remember like her prayers, and you know how she could, like, if you was feeling down and you went over my grandmother's house, by the time you left, you was feeling like $1 million. You know, she just had that wisdom, them jewels that she would drop on you, and it would, you know, she would go in that purse when you was, you know, your money was funny and bills was due, or you know, you needed something for school and you had already messed up the money your mama gave you. And I just think about, like, if you name a person, they had you name a black man that was good at anything, famous at anything, was a leader, any of that, they had a black woman keeping them uplifted. You know, and the hardest thing to do is to do something and not have support, not have somebody encouraging you, putting some wisdom in you, putting that actual, you know, that battery pack in your back to keep you going. The words, the encouragement, the rub on the back, just the love, the support. It just goes so far. You think of Barack Obama, you automatically think of Michelle. He may have been the president, but it was like she was too. She had, you know, she had his back. She was right there next to him. When you think about Martin Luther King, you can't say his name without knowing what Coretta sacrificed, the things she was doing. Dick Gregory's wife, like, all these people had amazing black women next to them. And, you know, a lot of times we want to say that, you know, oh, they just don't know how hard it is for a black man and this and that. And it's true. Don't get me wrong, it's true. But imagine being a mother, a grandmother, the family matriarch, that woman that holds all the secrets, her man's secrets, holds all this together. The only person that when everything goes wrong, everything goes awry, she's the one that's right there. When he's sick, she's right there. When his back hurts, she's right there. Through the ups and downs, she's right there. Even when you look at a black woman, the curve, the arch of the back, the beauty of it all. The complexions from light skin to dark skin to caramel to mocha to, I mean, you name it, we got it. All the women that have changed history, from slavery to poetry to movies to human rights, I mean, you think about somebody like Harriet Tubman, and it sounds so unreal, like when you say Harriet Tubman. But we know for facts what she did as a woman. And we, you know, a lot of times we'll be overprotective of our women and say, you know, this and that. You know, watch yourself, baby. This lady was, I mean, she going through woods. She going through swamps. You know, she carrying a pistol. She doing whatever she got to do to free her people. And it wasn't like it was just family. Some of these, you know, a lot of these people, she didn't know them personally, but they was her people. You know, a lot of times you take Serena, Venus and Serena, you take the Jackson 5, and we'll give credit to the fathers. But all those days, those girls came home and they was dealing with a, you know, a father that was working them and, you know, trying to get them to their best, which is not always easy between, you know, a child and a father relationship. Do we really think about the mothers and what they had to do to make sure that those children and that father were able to have some type of relationship or just to comfort the children when they was home? You got 5 boys out there when it comes to the Jackson 5. You got 2 girls when it comes to Venus and Serena. They needed their mother, I guarantee. So you really think about it, like, black women keep black men going. Black women keep the black children going. You know, as Rick and Cynthia say, and on the bag from the Bag family, black man, black woman, black babies. I mean, it is really amazing how the black woman is almost like, okay, you take a bridge on the freeway or whatever. People will say, oh, that bridge on such and such is so smooth. But nobody thinks about the support beams that support that bridge, that keep that bridge from crumbling, from falling over, from it's a different type of support. Because don't get me wrong, if a man want to go build something, he can go build something. But after he get done building something, once he's done, he needs that something that a black woman has to get up and do it tomorrow. And I guarantee, I can promise you, that behind every powerful man that has made any decisions, he's talked to his wife about it, and she's gave him some wise counsel. Now, I'm not saying every black woman, but I'm saying the ones that are behind a great man, 9 times out of 10, that woman is giving him some great counsel. My wife, I can be feeling some type of way, and because sometimes as a Pisces, you know, if you're a Pisces, you already know you get all in your, you're not so much in your feelings, but you think deep. Your heart is big, or for anybody like that, and you get to really going into a different place that will seem like depression, but it's just something else going on in your spirit. And my wife would tell me, hey, babe, come on out of that. Whatever that is, shake it off. And then some days she'll see it, and she'll come rub my head, or, you know, come close to me and say, you know, babe, you all right? You know, this and that. And she gives sound advice. Advice not from feelings, but from facts. My grandmother was, like I told you before, sound advice. Had you walking, you know, I'm only 5'6". When I got done talking to her, I felt like I was 8 feet tall. So you need that. Black women are amazing. I mean, really think about all the black women in your life. The sacrifices they've made. The love lost. Even in times where my father wasn't the man that he should be for my mother. And it became a time where my mother had to raise us on her own. And she did that. And I know that's not everybody's story, but really think about your mama, your grandmother, your auntie, or even somebody that the Lord has, a black woman that the Lord has put in your life, and the anchor she has been for you, the sturdy foundation she has been for you. Black women are just a blessing. Just a blessing. And us as men, we don't always show that. And we don't always convey that, nor do we, how can I say this? Sometimes we even fall short of what they deserve. But black women are amazing. So to my black sisters, I applaud y'all. I love y'all. Please don't ever give up on us, because we ain't giving up on you. Y'all have a blessed day.